Well, hello again. Another little short video for you. This one is basically playing around with programs, which I do a lot of. So I've actually brought two of my favourites out for this one. Of course, this is the Alan Pedler Flying Scotsman in 18 karat gold, and also I brought my Batman MPV out as well. Right. So first of all, this MPV. This has got a Hornby Sapphire decoder in it. With a Sapphire decoder you can do things like shunting with it, but one of the things is it does fuel simulation. And you can only do it with the Elite, I'm afraid. I've asked them if they could put this into the Railmaster system, and I've had no success so far. But what this does is you program it for the amount of fuel. So what it'll do, it'll turn on, you turn it on, it'll run round the track, and then when it runs out of fuel, all the lights, front and back, will actually start flashing and say it's run out of fuel. And how we do that is if I go to here, which is my Elite, the fuel part has already been done. This is already set to the particular loco. So all I have to do is to press the function key, like this, until it gets to the last one which says off. All I do is press the on button there. I then turn the lights on, like this, and here it comes. I'll actually run it down onto full speed, that's better. It's a beautiful unit, this is. Every one of those pieces comes off. So if it derails, you've got about half an hour putting all the bits back on again. You can glue them down, but I haven't. I've just done this. But as you'll see in a minute when it comes round, it's a lovely unit, this is. Let's come round here a minute. Should stop any time now. There we are. So you can see the lights are all flashing on that side. If you go round to the back, they're all flashing on that side. So what you've got to do when it does that is it's set at cruise. All I have to do with that on here is to click this off, which it runs back to a normal loco. Click the speed one, and here it goes again. It's now running round as a normal loco. It's a bit of fun doing the fuel simulation. A bit of added attraction. So what I'm going to do now is to bring it round, and I'll show you another bit in a second. Bring it round to here, like that. We now turn the lights off. As it's off here, all I have to do with that is press the escape, and it just goes back to a normal Elite. So what I've done with this one, which is my Flying Scotsman, I've actually set up a program. And how I've done that actually is this. In my train announcement generator, so what I've got here is next train to depart, and it's Edinburgh, and it's York, Durham and Newcastle, because that's the way it used to run. And then I've got just 3 coaches, first class is in the front, it's a Buffy service and Mind the Gap, and the time is 10 o'clock start, and it's the Flying Scotsman. So all I did with this is I actually got my phone, got the stopwatch in it, and I set this thing in motion, checked down which time it was, and then all I had to do then is to run the other part of the system. So if I just come out of this one now for a minute. So what I've done, I then went into my, like this, I click this, and then it says anything you want to do, you do after you've done. I then put the sound on, don't want that. Let's do that. And then what I did then, I did a coal shovel. Then I added that time which I did in the system, the voice. And then what I did then is I did the train part afterwards. So then it just recorded. So if I actually go into here, let's shift that out of the way for a minute. Right, I go into here, and go into here, and it's a Scotsman. It's all just messy. Let's go down here a bit. So you imagine I've got 130 programs in here to go through one there. It is a Scotsman. So what I did then is, that is what I did. I just put that on. That's the one which is the actual train announcement bit there. And all I had to do is to let it run, and then basically what I had to do is just adjust the stop on it there, which is that one there, down there. And that was it. That was all I had to do with it. So if I just come out of there because I don't want that. Now what I've just also done, as you know, my little trains here run all my different programs. Just for this particular video, what I've done, I've changed this one here, which was for Grimsby. I've changed it now to do that little program we've done. Because this is only for this demonstration as such. So if I actually do this now,
platform 2 will be the 10:100 hours, the Flying Scotsman service to Edinburgh, calling at York, Durham, Newcastle and Edinburgh only. This train is formed of 3 coaches. First class accommodation is located at the front of the train. A buffet service is available on this train. Please mind the gap when boarding this train.
see, this is the Alan Pedler one that went to America and Australia. And so he's got the cowcatcher on, the bell on and the light on. And also he's got 2 tenders as well. But also say this is 18 karat gold plated, all of it, every inch of it. The wheels, the rims of the wheels, the lot. It's a collection, it's a collector's item, this one is. I think it goes round once more and then it'll stop. This one where it stops. Well, and it's perfect because I know that the end of that tender should be the end of that platform. That's when I know it's running perfect. And then the sound will go off. And that's as easy as that, I did it. I love playing programs. Now, I've also done a program for this one as well. And what I've also done now, I've also combined them into a schedule. So if we go back into here now, at least my cold's gone, I've still got my cough. If we go down here now and put this 2 on there, so that does that bit. Now what I've done is I've done that program you just see, I've done that one, and what I've done here, if you go down to here now, is that's the Scotsman. And what I have to do is, when you click it normally, you'll time it by that there, so you know exactly how long it takes to do it. And all I do is put another few seconds onto it, or you can do what you want, but I just put a few seconds on there, 5 seconds on it, and then I then put in the next one, which is the MPV. And once those two are ticked like that, all I've got to do is do this, and it's now live. So what I have to do now is to come down here like this, go to here like this, click on that, double click on it, and then I'm going to put in 10, 59, 55. Now at 11 o'clock that will kick off. There you are. So that's going to do now. It's going to do that program we just done.
The next train to depart on platform 2 will be the 10:00 hours, the Flying Scotsman service to Edinburgh, calling at York, Durham, Newcastle and Edinburgh only. This train is formed of 3 coaches. First class accommodation is located at the front of the train. A buffet service is available on this train. Please mind the gap when boarding this train.
I have been doing one or two layouts over the last week or so. I did have one the other night. He'd been doing something on the computer and he lost his track plan. As it happened, a few days before that, I've actually just put him all the signals and stuff. So his track plan, which I've got a lot of different people's track plans, are in my computer. So all I did, went on TeamViewer, put it back into his system, and he's back live again now. I had another one where he was trying to put the Pro in the system. And what you got to do with that is same as when you do the normal one. You need the firewalls turned off. Turn the firewalls off, put the code in, and in a minute he was now got Pro. So another satisfied customer. I love doing this and talking to people. I say anybody's got any problems with Railmaster or want to know about Railmaster, just give me a call. As I said, you can always get me on 01782 302194. My email address is there as well. I've actually just been out for an hour and a half this morning up to see Steve at Derby Goblin. I haven't been for 3 weeks because of this cold and that I've had. So that's done that one. Now this one, as soon as that turns its sound off, this one will now start. A second. Yeah. There we go, there's the lights, and here he comes. You can put as many of these programs as you want, so you can actually have a total automated system if you want to. I know most of us don't like doing that, like driver trains, but it's a change. It's just nice to sit back and watch the trains going round on your layouts. So I love doing the programming side of things. Also, I love, when people send me the track plans, is mainly is putting all the signalling systems in. As I said, I was a signalling telegraph lineman, so there it's all doing that, and that is now finished. So all I've got to do with that now is I can actually just do this, which puts it back onto off, and that's it, done. So it's as easy as that. So I say, if anybody wants to know how to do programming, they can always give me a call. And one thing is having the team viewer on your system. And what it is with team viewer, I just come out of there, man. That's what it looks like. That's it there. And all you do is once you download, it's free. Doesn't cost you nothing. All you do is double click it like that. And what will come up is that. Now you can forget this because that's my ID, but this all changes. So all you do is tell me what your ID number is. I click that, and then you tell me what your password is. I put the password in, and I link then to your computer, and I can go through anything with it. I had one chap about a week and a half ago now. He'd done something, and he'd been 3 weeks struggling with this thing. Just couldn't get the Railmaster to work. He was ready to throw you through the window. Anyway, he rang me. I said, "Well, put the team viewer on, download it, and then ring me back when you've got it, and then I'll go online." Within 20 minutes, I'd sorted the lot out. What it was, a lot of it, is the baud rates. So if you go down here and go right-click on there and go to Device Manager and go to this one here, which says Ports. This is the one, which is this one. I'm on COM3. If you go to port settings there, that usually comes out 9600. So that has to be either that one or 15200, which is for the E-Link, because this has to talk to Railmaster, and if you don't do that, it won't talk to it properly. Also, if you go into here, this one here, which is my magical little bit, which is the INI file, which is this lot. Some people have only got up to there, that bit. So what I can actually do, this one is the Elite. The one downstairs is the E-Link. I've got a folder for each of them. So what I actually do is I can actually copy mine, just run down like this and copy it. I'll come onto your system, get to the end here, press it, go down to the line underneath, copy mine into yours, then I take all that of yours out, because my Elite and my E-Link work perfect. They don't get failures on them at all. So at least you'd have a system that runs properly. But say this is the biggest thing, is getting this right. So that's what I do. So, having said, if anybody wants me at any time, you can always get me on 01782 302194. My email address is there as well. And please subscribe. And as I've said, first of all, I'd like to thank those people who have actually sent me donations already. I'm most grateful. But if anybody does want to give 50p, a pound, whatever you want, you go to YouTube, you type in Hornby Railmaster Brian Hughes, and what you'll get up is a logo at the top. You get all my videos will be down there. There's 148 videos now, I think it is. You just click the little icon at the top, and down in the bottom right hand corner you'll see a little donation button. You press that, it'll take you to PayPal, and you can put in anything you want. Anything, if you wanted 50p, I'm not bothered. It's most grateful for what you do, and also it means I can do some more projects, buy some new stuff in. I've been in Steve's, he's got quite a lot of new stuff in, and also some second-hand stuff in. So in the next week, 2 weeks, I shall be over there again, and most probably buy a new loco, or a second-hand loco, I don't know which yet. I've seen quite a lot of alike. I buy locos for what they look like, not the region or anything like that. Mine all, I've got a mixed bag of everything. It's what they look like. This is what I do with mine. So anyhow, that's it for now, and I will see you again soon. Bye.